CNN in the mix for Kara Swisher and Scott Galloway's Noon Pivot podcast deal. The Pivot podcast, hosted by Kara Swisher and Scott Galloway, is looking for a new home as their contract with Vox Media expires, and the deal could be worth 8 figures, according to Bloomberg business reporter Ashley Carman. Carman tweeted that CNN is in the mix of possible suitors for the tech-centric podcast. Swisher, a tech journalist, joined CNN as an on-air contributor in November 2023. She has been a regular panelist on The Chris Wallace Show, which airs Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Their most recent episode with Elton John and Martha Stewart documentarian R.J. Cutler addressed the internet's obsession with accused assassin Luigi Mangione and President Joe Biden's pardons before he leaves office. Per Carman, Galloway, a professor of marketing at NYU's Stern School of Business, said on his Professor Geach pod that Pivot will bring in $10 million in revenue this year. He brings in $6 million from the Professor G podcast, and his newest offering, Raging Moderates, might do $2 million next year. The revenue data makes it clear why Galloway and Swisher are confident they can get 8 figures, writes Carman. Swisher also hosts the podcast On with Kara Swisher, and is an editor-at-large at New York Magazine. Vox Media has hosted The Pivot since it debuted in 2018. Last week, the company underwent a new round of layoffs that left their Thrillist brand essentially shuttered. In addition to Thrillist and Eater, the company also owns New York Magazine, The Dodo, Grub Street, Intelligencer, Polygon, SB Nation, The Cut, The Strategist,